Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and welcome back to the episode of my updated Adventures Let's Play. This is a Let's Play where I've been building stuff, killing stuff, and of course destroying stuff. And today, I'm doing a little bit of destruction while we prepare for TU43. So, as you're all probably aware by now, I hope you anyway, there is an update coming out for Minecraft console tomorrow, and although it's not the full-size update, that's still in development right now, what it is a little bit of a nice update to just bring some stuff to the console. So, it brings some new blocks to the game, it brings a new mob to the game, the polar bear, a fun one, it brings some new structures, a lot of new stuff are in this update, and basically I figured I'd answer the question that, you probably should be thinking about right now, which is, how exactly do I prepare for this new update? Because, like I said, there's a bunch of new blocks, there's a bunch of new stuff, and certain updates require special preparation, so I figured I'd talk about what you can do to prepare for this one, and what I'm going to be doing to prepare for it, because I do have a big idea of what I want to do after it's out, and basically what I figured I'd do is let you know how I'm preparing for that, as well as how you can do the same yourself. So yeah, preparation for TU43, while I work on the sugarcane farm in the background, because I've been mining so much stone in the background of just, while I've been, I guess, listening to podcasts and stuff this week, that I figured what I would do is I would, do this today so that I can mostly focus on what I'm saying, because there's so much I want to talk about as far as TU43, also Minecon, also I went to, the United States, not for the first time, but to the West Coast for the first time, which was kind of a big deal for me, so I figured I'd talk about all of that sort of stuff and more in today's video. So hopefully you do all enjoy the Let's Play, but let's get straight into talking about how I'm preparing for TU43, because you might be questioning, like, wait, this isn't preparation, this is stone mining. So you don't actually need stone for the next update, don't worry, it's just what I'm doing here. But what you might need is either nether warts, which I actually have a giant farm of. What you might want is you might want to have some bones, which is what I'm going to be getting today, because basically the bone block is coming in this update, and although you can find bone blocks below ground in, the form of fossils, I want to actually make, get bone blocks by using bone meal and crafting them myself, and then creating those fossils myself in a giant museum. I figured that should be really cool, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to, playing around with that whole thing. And also, that's my big thing. I want to get a bunch of bone, but to get bone, it has to be nighttime. So in the daytime, we'll work on this, and at night, we'll go and kill some stuff. So other ways you can prepare for the update is really just, like, try and not explore new parts of your world, because igloos and, igloos can only spawn in new parts of your world. Polar bears can spawn in existing parts, but savanna villages and the other ones, the things below the ground, I forget their name for some reason, fossil blocks will only spawn in newly generated terrain after tomorrow. So I'm going to just try and just not explore new things, only stay in my existing little world, and then, after that, maybe next episode, I'll go out, I'll explore, and I'll hope that I can find an igloo. Maybe, in fact, in tomorrow's live stream, because, again, tomorrow's a very busy day for me. I'm looking forward to making a bunch of videos, and hopefully all of you are looking forward to watching all of them, because, again, these updates are the days where I'm like, yep, let's, wake up at, like, 7, be done by, like, 10, 11 at night and stuff, and I love every moment in between. And, yeah, it's, I was going to say, like, the days I live for, but that's a bit of an exaggeration, because, there are lots of other days in life, such as the times that I was at Minecon, which I'll tell properly later on. But yeah, to kind of finish off, how do you prepare for the next update? Mostly it's either don't explore your existing world too much, if that's with a large world. If you're on a classic size console world and you don't have much left to explore, it might be best to just wait for a new seed to come out. I'll try and do a seed probably earlier than Seed Sunday, of just like, here's all the new cool stuff you might want to explore. Again, so many different things I'm going to have to check out. But yeah, I'd say if you want to explore both igloos and new villages and the new structure blocks, you probably won't get all three on an existing seed, and it's going to be rare to find them on a new classic size world seed. So yeah, if you want to find the new structures, there's that. If you want to find the new mobs, you just need a ice plains biome, which I have, but one's really, really far away from here, so I'm going to have a lot of fun, like, going all the way over there and trying to lure the polar bear back, as well as, I guess I could use a minecart or something. As well as that, of course. By the way, I'm taking all this stuff back because my inventory is just a bit of a cluttered mess right now. But yeah, we're going to take this stuff back, and yeah, if you want to prepare the new mob, then you just go to anywhere like that. If you want to prepare for the new, if you want to, like, get the new blocks, bone blocks, you just have to go kill skeletons now. Neverwart bricks, you're going to want to get yourself some, Neverwart blocks, you want to just get Neverwart, which is pretty easy to get, honestly. If what you desire is none of those, and you want to instead make red nether bricks, then get nether rack and get Neverwarts. Also, every block has its own little way. Oh, and if you want magma, get ready to reset your nether. That's what I'm doing, again, the day this comes out, so I can explore, find those new blocks, because I have, magma blocks are one of the most fascinating blocks in the game. I don't want to make a whole video on them, so I'm going to have to do a bunch of stuff with that. So, yeah, how do you prepare for the new update? Lots of different ways, depending on what you want. Because it's not the full combat update, you don't have to worry about getting a new end and stuff. I will recommend, if you are starting your world tomorrow, that you do wait before you check out your end, because obviously it'll get a lot better after the next update as it is now. And yeah, that's kind of how I'm preparing for the next update, and you'll see when tonight comes, me killing some skeletons. So in the meantime, that's update talk done. I'm excited for it. You all know stuff's coming tomorrow. I probably mentioned it about 100 times by now, but again, it's these are the days I get really excited because I live stream into video live stream, and it's fun stuff. Because also there's a new mashup pack coming out tomorrow, which you don't need to prepare for like at all, unless you really like a particular block and want to get a bunch of that. But it is something worth noting. So actually, let's do like more of these columns at once. So while we mine some more blocks, because again, this sugarcane farm is a pretty important part of the world, let's talk about my Minecon / I guess, West Coast of America experience, because people from America seem to distinguish the country that way, and realistically, yeah, it was massively different to my time going into New York City and Boston and stuff. Very, very different place, and I mean, it's like, I don't know what I was expecting in terms of like, oh, it's going to be exactly the same. But yeah, and it was great besides the temperature. If anyone did go to Minecon, or did go to Anaheim / lives in that area, it got to 43 degrees Celsius, which is over 100 Fahrenheit, I believe, which for me, is someone who like, it gets to like 29 in my room, or like 28, and I'm just like, I can barely do anything, I'm on fire, and you know, it's like 43, and yeah, basically, I died from the heat exhaustion. But besides that, the convention itself was amazing. I got to meet a lot of people, and that was kind of cool. You know, if you saw me, that's really cool too. And it's also one of my favorite questions I asked pretty much everyone I met, with the exception of people who I could tell didn't watch the videos, because it's really weird being at an event where people are just like, hey, I saw there was a line, so I figured I'd hop in it. But yeah, basically I was asked everyone what their favorite types of videos were, and it seems like so many people like the Let's Plays, and to me that's mind-blowing, because in my head, the Let's Play is the series that, you know, only a few people really watch, because, you know, if you ever compare it to the rest of the videos on my channel, it's just, you know, it's one of the least popular, but so many people love the Let's Play, so many people love Battle Mode, and to me that was just like, yeah, that's pretty darn cool. So, yeah, if you're watching this, then I guess I think you're pretty darn cool, I think I just said, and I definitely agree with that. So, yeah, I guess we're going to remove some gravel now. Gravel ruining everything since, I guess, forever. But with that said, yeah, Minecon, the general experience was pretty cool. There's a lot of really weird moments at Minecon, so, like, for instance, randomly, I have no idea why, how, or what the logic was, but, like, a random, like, Chinese girl who could speak, like, a little bit of English came up to me and, like, I guess pretty good English, and, like, tried to do an interview, because maybe she'd seen a fan, like, come up or something, and, I know the questions asked in that were just the weirdest thing, and she was doing, it was like a Periscope interview from, like, a selfie stick, but, like, there were so many questions coming down the stream, and I was like, I just do not understand Chinese media, it seems, just don't get it at all, and, well, I assume it was Chinese. Maybe I'm being, like, again, because as someone who's, like, I guess not too familiar with the region, and maybe it's something I should learn a bit more of. Like, I can't really tell the difference between, you know, Chinese characters and Japanese characters, and I guess probably Korean characters too. I should get, like, a mentor to teach me this stuff, because I'd love to be able to at least, you know, speaking every language is impossible for a human to do, right? I mean, there are people that dedicate their lives to it, and they probably have, like, 50 languages. Oh, ow, that's not good. They probably have, like, 50 languages. But, like, I'd at least be able to recognize every language, rather than being like, oh, no, this is meant to be part of this, I think. Is it? I'm not even sure at this point. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to recognize every language, because then you can at least know who you're talking to, and, you know, if you are speaking in English, you can maybe make some relevant stuff to them, like, if you're speaking to someone from China, don't mention how much you like anime, or if you're speaking to someone from Japan, don't mention how cool you think, I can't think of anything of Chinese. Oh, don't mention how cool you think North Korea is. I mean, you probably shouldn't be saying that to anyone besides, like, Kim Jong-un himself. But yeah, with that said, that was Minecon. Really, really, really nice weekend in general. Just like it was great meeting so many people and so many different things. And also, I got interviewed by the weirdest Chinese thing, and to this day, I'm still a little bit like, oh, what even entirely went on there? It was my first time doing any, like, on-stage stuff, and a lot of the stuff from behind the, like, what happens behind the scenes, like, blew my mind a little bit on that level. Like, I thought that, like, you know, there are certain things you figure that aren't the case, and there are certain things where it's like, oh my, you know, in a lot of ways they treat it like it's a TV show, like, you know, there's all the catering back there, and because I was on a panel, so, like, I got to go to one of the catered room, and I'm just saying, everyone says there's no such thing as a free lunch, and apparently that's unless you're, like, I don't know, I guess one of these select people. I guess it wasn't free because I was doing it, but the point being, I just wanted to say, yeah, I got free lunch one day, and that made me feel pretty important. I was like, yeah, free meal now, and this is the life. if you're somewhere where you get free lunch, you know you're doing well for yourself. Anyway, with that said, it's nighttime now. I was gonna go to sleep, but instead I'm gonna go outside and I want to talk about America just in general because I feel like I'm gonna make a whole second channel video on like 10 things I hate about America. That was an idea I had while I was there. Because although I love the country so much, and it's probably been my favorite place to go to, there's so many things about it that just make me go, why does this have to be this way? Why do things have to be confusing? I don't understand it at all. I just shrug and go, yeah, why not? Oh, also, we got some sheep and a pig, which is good, because I really hate eating, just, whatever, I guess, potatoes over and over again. Like, once you get used to the good stuff in the form of, like, good meat in Minecraft, it's really hard to go back. Anyway, yeah, we'll just kill all these random mobs around the place. We'll go for creepers too, because gunpowder's always a nice one to have. I'll just ignore zombies and spiders, though, because realistically, there isn't much use to them. So, yeah, keep running around looking for skeletons. This is the Minecraft rule when it comes to, like, are you looking for something? Because you'll never find it, like, any amount near what you should. And a part of me wants to believe the game just, like, big conspiracy, it knows what you're looking for and doesn't spawn it. But, yeah, there we go. Like, the 10th mob we find is a skeleton, when there's only, like, 4 or 5 hostile mobs that can spawn. I think it's actually 6 now, or it's going to go up and down. Because 1.11 added a whole bunch of new mobs, which have to factor into the calculations and make videos on and all that cool stuff. But yeah, so tomorrow is the big day for TU43. I'm going to be playing it, and this world is going to be ready for it. And one of the ways is by getting these bone blocks. So if you wonder why I want bone blocks, I don't know if I mentioned properly. Basically, you usually find them naturally in the ground, because yeah, that's just like that's kind of that one of their key functions. Like, oh yeah, it's the fossil thing. I wanted to make the fossils because there's only 8 different variants, or only as in not very many, but you know, there's 8 different variants of the fossil, and I wanted to make them all and put them in my museum because right now my museum, I haven't really loved it in some time. It's been a very lonely place. I figured why not go back there and make each one of them, because I think that'd like make a really cool exhibit, and again, it'd give it more of a purpose. Because back when I think I started that, I didn't realize there was a item frame limit of, I think it's 200 in a world. It varies from console to console and based on a whole bunch of different conditions. But let's just kill this thing right here. Basically, yeah, there is a limit on the number of item frames, and I think there's more items than item frames on the console. Also, I need a way back up here, so let's like make one maybe. And yeah, the big problem with that, of course. Oh, there was one over there. The big problem with that is eventually I'd run out. So I've got to like reorganize certain things, like all the building blocks will have to go in a chest or something maybe. Again, lots of different ideas to properly work out. Yeah, one of the things I wanted to do is like put the bones in there, because I figured you could put them together and make like a full dinosaur from them or something. Like, hadn't properly considered it, just thought that would be cool. But to make bone blocks, you need lots of bone. You get 3 bone meal for every bone. You need 9 bone meal for a block. So maths tells me that for every 3 skeletons I kill, I'm going to get myself a bone block, on average, because skeleton, if you don't know, drops 0 to 2 bones. I had to research, like, the exact distribution of that stuff, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to put this down a bit, gotta make sure, ooh, dangerous stuff, gotta make sure it's entirely right, but there we go. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, bone blocks are something, I think these are going to be the hardest to get of the new blocks, in terms of they're actually easy to get, but if you want to build massively with them, you're going to want, like, hundreds of them, and in my case, I want roughly 800, which means like 900 bone meal, or like 300 bones, and I just don't really keep bones around too often, because how often, do you really, kill skeletons? Unless you're doing what I do of this giant flatland. Because, by the way, this is one of the reasons I love the flatland, because it's just perfect for this sort of stuff. Oh, I could totally use the skeletons to kill creepers and get music discs. It's been a while since I've done that, actually. Yeah, that could be a fun little thing. Also, I can kill endermen, in case. Do I need it? Like, I really don't need them in this world. I want to, like, I wish there was some way to get an end portal in, like, a new part of the world. It's just not a thing, though. So, yeah, that said, let's kill the creeper to get into the enderman. Actually, I mean, this is kind of wasteful, but again, he gives more XP, which I really need anyway. If you wonder why my XP is so low, it is because I died at some point, and it was like, oh, no, but I kind of want to keep this stuff, and don't want to restart the world and stuff. So, yeah, I died, lost the XP, need it back, and getting skeleton, I didn't even realize until, like, I mentioned it just there, but getting the bones and the XP is a kind of nice way to do that. In fact, actually, I have a giant, I was going to call it like a bone repository, but I don't think that's correct. But, like, I have a bone thing on the other side of my world. Okay, 10 bones, that's, do the maths in my head, 3 1/3, sorry, different bone blocks. Nice, okay, that's like progress. Also, more pig chops. Oh, that's a good name for them. I was like, in my head it was just like mixing two words together. I like that. You know what? Pork chops are officially pig chops, guys. It's official. So yeah, besides that, the new update. Oh, if you want to find the new enchantments, I feel like that's going to be a whole new thing. I believe I haven't like fact checked this in a while, so it could have changed, and they might have used the change thing. They used to only spawn in chests you found around the world, so that's going to be a whole fun thing because that means I believe there'll be seeds with these things on. So again, I think this is a great this is a great update for seeds. Like for the longest time, I've been considering mentally like, oh, I don't know. Should I be cancelling Seed Sunday? But at least for the next, like, month or two, we've got a bunch of cool stuff to find. And to me, that's at least nice. Like, again, because I always try to keep things new and fun and stuff. And with Seeds, like, every update brings in new stuff to find and new combinations to pick. And again, that's where things get their most exciting, I think. I'm going to be really careful here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, never mind. I said I was being careful, but really I meant I'm going to try to be careful. So yeah, I've got 3 creepers now, and creepers are a mob that when they get into groups, they actually get significantly scarier. I think skeletons might be a good example of that too. Because like zombies, you just have more to hit. But with I don't know, with this for instance. Okay, there we go. You know, wait, what I'll do. Hit. Oh, no. Okay. Let's just not. I feel like the risks of going near that are just not worth the benefits. Like, there's just too much going on there. So let's just make a big crowd of creepers, actually. Because we're doing this anyway, apparently. So bring the creeper into the horde. Try and get them to go together. And then run away from them. So yeah, again, we'll let the creepers do their thing. And in the meantime, let's go for that skeleton over there. Again, we're making good bone progress here. And get ready for this. So yeah, I'm really excited to make fossils in the new thing, and that's gonna be great fun. I had a great time in America. A few weird things that I just want to briefly mention out is that like everyone drives everywhere, and there's like 12-lane highways, and they're like covered in traffic. And you know, you'll speak to people, and they'll be like, "Yeah, just they're not funding the roads enough. Need to make them wider." It's like, oh, I feel like at some point you're misunderstanding the problem, but you know, like again, as a non-American, like speaking to people about like maybe you shouldn't drive. It's almost the same as saying like, hey, maybe Canadians you shouldn't be drinking your maple syrup, or well, I mean I don't know if they drink it. I mean I assume so, but or saying to like, yeah, hey, people from France, maybe you shouldn't have baguettes. I feel like that's on the same level of just like how do you even I guess like uncomprehendable change, and yeah, that's a thing that is like being in LA/Anaheim. Because even to get between LA and Anaheim, which I thought was a part of LA, it's like a full hour journey. It's like, oh, okay then. This is all part of the same, like, greater area or whatever. But, no, things are confusing, and that is America, I guess. And that sums up my thoughts quite well. The convention in general, I feel like it encouraged me to, like, go to more, because I've never wanted to go to, like, Insomnia and stuff like that, because... I know I felt like there was no substance up there. It was just, hey, let's lure in a bunch of YouTubers. Let's, hope that their fans will pay for tickets and then do it that way. But I feel like there was like a genuine added value to the event rather than just, look at this. I'm just going to convince other people to go or something. I feel like it was great that way. And maybe some of you did too. I know. I mean, statistically, there's 10,000. There was 13,000 people at Minecon, I think. Maybe 12,000, and there's something like 100 million Minecraft players. If we assume that like the 10 million most dedicated, the people who want to go, then that means that roughly 1 in 1,000 people, go to Minecon, if Minecraft hardcore players or whatever. Which means that if we extrapolate a bit further, we can assume that about 20 people who watch this video have gone to Minecon, and to each of you, I say, was it worth it? Was it good? And well, I don't know. It's like a little bit of a survey. So, yeah, there's some fun maths at the end here. By the way, the sugarcane farm, in case you are curious, does still need to go down. These 3 extra blocks here. But for now, that's like, let's just pretend that's not the case for a bit. Because although I have all the space for it, it's still, I don't know. I feel like I should finish the bit we have here, which is what I'm really trying to do here. So, yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow. I hope all of you are too. I know it's like a Tuesday, which is like a weird day to release an update on, but I'll still be doing a bunch of stuff, and you can tune in at any point through the day and find it. So do you want to tune in or I'm saying tune in like it's a TV, like, oh yes, adjust your set so that you can get to IBX.FM frequency, or I don't know radio, so that didn't make any sense, but, like, you know, you can obviously check out the channel at any point. And yeah, I guess if you want to see see everything, then like block away some time in the day, because there'll be a bunch of stuff about the new update. And as for the next episode of the Let's Play, it will be in this next update. And I think I'm going to be making the you know, the fossils in my thing, or I might be going around looking for new enchantments and the igloos and stuff like that. Who even knows at this point? I just know I'm excited, because even though it's not the full-sized update, again, there's a whole like debate as to whether they should have waited to release the full update or not. I think it's just cool that we've got some new stuff to play around with, and we've still got that big update to look forward to in the future after that. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy today's episode of the of the updated Ventures Let's Play. This was for TU43 and the final episode for that update. If you did all like it, like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel and lets us know you do like Let's Plays. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you are new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see those videos daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching. I don't know what to do with that lapis down there. Like, I left it because I was like, I don't have the authority to make decisions like this, but if anyone, like, should I silk touch it? Do I have a reason for that? Do I not need to care? Should I just use... I just don't know, so I don't know. I should probably work that out at some point in case you're curious. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. The sugarcane farm will probably have a lot more done by next time, because, again, I'll be doing just a lot of playing idly in the background, so maybe you'll see this entire column being mined out by that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, because I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.